Welcome, dear brothers and sisters who follow this team's work daily, and to those who are joining us now. Today, we want to talk about the wave of strange drones being seen over the United States in December 2024. For weeks, the media has been reporting that a wave of drones or mysterious aircraft are flying all over the United States, especially along the East Coast. They are described as swarms of various types, shapes, and sizes, flying silently at different altitudes, and have raised public alarm and questions about their origins, intentions, and risk to national security. Here, we will talk about that wave of drones or unknown flying objects in the United States, the theories about their origin, why it could be a campaign for the launch of a false flag operation, Project Blue Beam, to simulate an extraterrestrial attack and the second coming of Jesus Christ, and about the possibility that extraterrestrials exist. First of all, we want to remind you to subscribe to this channel by activating the little bell and to our newsletter. On screen, you will see how to collaborate with our mission on Patreon and also on YouTube so that this Catholic team of the Americas can continue financing its investigations that you will not find on another channel. Now, a massive wave of drones or strange aircraft has been reported for weeks in December 2024. U.S. officials say, "It's not something strange. It's not us. We don't know what it is. We have no evidence that the reported drone sightings represent a threat to national security." The Pentagon denied claims that the drones were launched by an Iranian mothership flying in the Atlantic, while even the then president-elect spoke about this and said the government knows what is happening and asked that it be reported. This is happening while the world is close to a war in Europe that globalists want to rush before the then president-elect assumes office on January 20th, 2025, because he promised to end U.S. intervention in wars, and it would be harmful to their plan to create chaos to reach a world government. What are the theories about what this wave of supposed drones is? Some believe that it is a secret military project, perhaps to test foreign attack detection capabilities. Others claim that the government is using low-flying drones to detect a missing handheld nuclear bomb because more than 80 nuclear warheads that were in Ukraine disappeared while New York shows high levels of radioactivity. Or perhaps Russia is provoking, or China is showing its technological power. Others speculate that it is a false flag operation by the government or the deep state. The former assistant of Wernher von Braun, the scientist of Operation Paperclip to bring scientists from Nazi Germany to the United States, Carol Rosen, recently revealed that Wernher von Braun told her that the last card they will play will be the alien card, and that is a lie. Why the last card now? Today we see that China, together with Russia, is beginning to ascend as an economic and military power at the same time that the United States is collapsing morally, in a way very similar to the Roman Empire, while the U.S. debt seems to be too large for even the then president-elect to overcome, and the Western deep state is making every effort to bring the world to chaos before he takes power in the United States, because they fear that it will be more difficult for them to implement their communist logic world government. This leads to thinking about the extraterrestrial deception theory of Project Blue Beam, which investigative journalist Serge Monas discovered in the 1990s. He published in 1994 that there was a plan by the elites to use technology to create false realities with the aim of manipulating society and making it enter. You are in shock in order to control you, leading to the formation of a world government. His suspicious premature death in 1996, at the age of 51, ended his investigation. He said that the globalist elite will simulate an extraterrestrial invasion, convincing the world that extraterrestrials plan to take over the main cities of the world, while also faking the second coming of Jesus Christ, who would be the one to tell us how to fight the aliens. All of this will be fake, done through the use of holograms and large-scale microchips hidden inside most modern electronic devices. And once the various nations of the world collapse under the panic, the New World Order will assert itself, and the people of the world, given up by any kind of authority, will accept their government. But there is another hypothesis that the sightings are effectively extraterrestrial ships, and this leads us to the question of whether extraterrestrials actually exist or are demons in disguise. If these extraterrestrials existed, they would be in one of these three categories. Either they would be in early stages of civilization development, for example, living at a subsistence level, or they would be advanced and would have rebelled against God, and then they would be stagnant and with a low level of development like on Earth, or they would be obedient to God, in which case they would have a technology that would allow them to get here and truly help us in our development. There is a famous story told by Father Loris Capovilla, later Cardinal, a very respected man. He says that one night in July 1961, he was walking through the park of Castel Gandolfo with John XCI when a relatively human figure came out of an oval ship that landed surrounded by golden light. John XCI approached, and they were talking for about 20 minutes, and when he left, the Pope told Loris Capovilla, "The children of God are everywhere." And apparently they never spoke of the subject again. If this were entirely true, it is likely that the secret archives of the Vatican hold all the secrets about the possible existence of extraterrestrial life and how we could detect if a being that presents itself publicly is an extraterrestrial or a demon in disguise. If it is not in consonance with the God who revealed himself in the Bible, creator of everything that exists, it is surely a fallen angel who supplants him, while if it is obedient to the God who revealed himself in the Bible, then it is true. Remember that demons cannot praise or worship God, but most likely they are demons posing as extraterrestrials and would be in connivance with the elites to simulate what Serge Monast announced as Project Blue Beam, because Jesus Christ did not speak of other intelligent beings outside of Earth. Furthermore, in the reports of abductions by supposed extraterrestrial ships, we see that the abducted have scratches on their bodies that do not heal. They often later suffer from eating disorders that doctors have no idea how to treat and cure, and when the abducted are taken to the ship, they realize that they are powerless and that the environment is dirty and unpleasant. A man in Brazil says that he was abducted and found himself lying on a table, but he was able to put his hand in his pocket, take out his rosary, and begin to pray the Hail Mary aloud, and at that moment the aliens looked at him with rage and said, "Now you have ruined everything." And in a matter of seconds, he was outside the ship, 1,600 kilometers from his home. Well, this is what we wanted to talk about regarding the wave of drones being sighted in December 2024 in the United States and the possibility that the campaign to launch Project Blue Beam has begun. Now, if you liked what we shared and analyzed, mark that you liked this video and please share it with your friends and leave us your comment about what you think of the topic. I would like to ask you if you believe that intelligent life can exist outside of Earth or not.